Blog Talk Radio.
This young Castro from the Outlaw. This your boy Al Capone. What's that in this bootleg, the Rock Capone from the Dayton family? Baby, this your boy Uncle Luke. What up, y'all? This is E-Shop. Yo, what's up? This your boy C-Murder, and I'm chilling with my boy Scott Beta, and you're listening to the Murder Master Music Show. It's the hottest thing out right now, you heard me? Keep it true.
Episode 135, and this one's a special one for me, man, because I grew up listening to this cat. I mean, even before I got the Spice One, Let It Be Known album, you know what I'm saying, I had Poohman, Life of a Criminal, you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
and that shit was just had so much goddamn funk. And it gave you a glimpse of what Oakland was like, what the Bay was like. When you heard these songs and what he was spitting, you kind of got that visualization, like, okay, man, this is like the Chi or St. Louis, or but
right.
It's got its whole own thing. And the Bay really laid a blueprint. I'm going to say this to you. I'm coming from the Midwest. I'll say this. They laid a huge blueprint for a good majority of the country. You know what I'm saying? They, I mean, you can go back to the early fucking 80s, you know what I'm saying, of course, with 75 Girls Records and Short and everything, but then you go into that late 80s, early 90s era, man, with Rapid Ron and Banks, and, I mean, of course, Poohman. We're going to bring him on right now. He's got a whole new album, a new video just dropped with Ant Banks, Mesmerized. Man, this dude ain't lost a step, and I'm going to tell you what, man, you're gonna hear it soon. Poohman, how you doing, my brother?
I'm all right, bro. What's happening?
Man, this is crazy because I remember buying Life of a Criminal, man. I mean, the first version. You had two versions. For people that don't know.
Yeah, when I signed the Jive, they wanted me to switch it up. They didn't want so much, I guess, street shit on it, so we had to switch it up and change it. I think I changed 3 songs?
3 songs,
There was 2 or 3 songs on there.
Yeah, you just added a couple other songs, but the majority of it was the same, I thought, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I put 3 new songs on there. We had to take some off. Roger Troutman started tripping with me.
Well, the first, okay, let's go back to the first version. That came out on Intermittent Records. When did it drop originally?
Nah, in actuality, it came out on FBI. Me and my cousin Bruce Thomas, he passed away at 90. But, he came to me one time, and he had heard a couple of songs that I had did to a female named Christine. And he was like, "Cuzzo, you rapping like this, man? No, we ain't messing with nobody." And it was 3 or 4 people who was trying to get me to do a deal with him right then. He was like, "Nah, we keeping this in the family." And I mean, that's history. I mean, he basically just said, "Let's go to the studio." We went and snatched up Banks because at first I was dealing with a guy named Gino Blacknail. And Banks was real hot because he was dealing with MC Ant. He had a lot of hard-ass music coming out of MC Ant's camp, and he was like, "Let's go get old boy," So we went and got old boy. And, me and Banks went in the studio, and that was it. Fucking with Dank was a second thought. Believe it or not.
Wow.
That was a second thought. We was almost done. We was actually in the studio, and I brought in Skip the Beat by M2-Main. And he was like, "Bro, we got to flip this." So I'm like, "Man, we done." He was like, "Nah, we ain't done. We got to flip this." So we flipped it that night. Fucking with Dank was wrote, produced, and mixed down in one night.
Oh. And that song became one of the first weed anthem I ever heard.
Well, fucking with Dank, damn right.
Yeah. That was probably the first time a motherfucker got up there and used the Dank word. It sort of made Dank famous, and then everybody started using it. And, I mean, today, everybody gonna find out anyway. But me, Ant, Yuck Mouth, Zeke the Politician, and 9 times out of 10, I want the boy Burner. I've been listening to a lot of the new dudes out there. I want the boy Burner. We finna redo it. It ain't gonna be on the album. We just gonna release it to iTunes. A new fucking with Dane.
Oh man, it's like
Yeah.
a common original.
That should be nice right there.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? You know what I'm saying? During this time frame, you know, nobody was really doing music like that. I mean, you had that straight funk over hardcore street shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like Too Short, he had funk, but it was on some more player shit. You were on some real grimy gutter street shit. And, man, you lived that life for real. You've been in and out of the pen. Tell the people how long your last bid was and when you got out, Pooh.
Well, shit, I just did 13 on a bank robbery. But, I got out December the 10th, and my boy, like always, Banks, was sitting there waiting for me to come home. And before I could get in anything else, he was like, nah, we going to the studio. So, I mean, we went right in. I hit the ground running. It took me a couple of months to record it. We recorded at Stan Keith's over in Hayward, and that was it. I mean, to me, everybody run back to Life of a Criminal, but to me, this was probably my best work. I mean, I had fun doing this. It's like you say, Life of a Criminal was raw and real funky. This is more like Life of a Criminal to me. This is like probably the 2014 version of Life of a Criminal, because I went through a gang of shit over 13 years, and before that. So all of that's out on this album. Before we got online, before we came on tonight, you said that I didn't pull no punches. Nah, I didn't. And you really ain't heard the whole album yet. You got to hear Let It Be, Stone, and Mesmerized. But there's some shit on this album, man, that is kind of deep, and I made sure of it.
I can imagine, man. And like I was telling people, you haven't lost a step. We're gonna let them hear a little sample here in a minute. But now let's talk about this. Okay, you just did 13. Now, is this the story where Spice One was on here telling us about you flying down the street past his house with a bunch of cops chasing you?
Yeah, that's the story. Spice ass, man. Okay, everybody know about the beef with me and Spice back in the day.
Yeah.
Me, Spice, Dangerous, everybody.
Yeah.
I found out, Spice lived over in Salida. Me and him, I went over to his house one morning. Me and him sat down like grown-ass men, and we squashed it. A couple of months later, I was still doing dirt. I mean, that's just where I came from. I mean, I'm a street cat with a, I don't consider myself a rapper. I consider myself, a street dude with good, who basically know how to weave words together real good. Poetry is my thing. And I stuck to the street shit, wound up getting caught up in a robbery in Modesto, and I was in a high speed, and I tried to get close to his house as I could. I was trying to get out of the car, trying to get out of the car, shit. But
I think that's what
got my ass sent away for 13.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But here you are, man. You're here today. I mean, I find it amazing that 2014, here you are with a new album. I mean, I didn't hear nothing about you. I just boom, here's a video, boom, here's the album coming. It was like, holy shit, and it just came out of the blue, man. And much respect to you, man, for this longevity and for your willingness to give your fans what they want. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of us that,
that's all I did in prison was right.
Wow.
That's all I did in prison was right. I probably got about 3,400 songs that I ain't even mess with. I mean, that's all I really did was right. When you sitting in a box and you go through the emotional and all the other shit, you know what I'm saying? That's the best time to write, And like I said, there's some shit on this album. When you hear it, it's gonna probably, a lot of motherfuckers gonna sit down and they gonna listen. And man, there's a lot of dudes who been caught up in them trenches. They gonna respect this album. But moreover, a lot of people who didn't have or don't have the insight to what really go on in prison or what really go through somebody's mind, why they locked up. This is uncut. This ain't none of that fake bravado shit. This ain't none of that hard ass shit. It's hard, but it ain't fake. It's what a motherfucker really go through when he locked up.
It's your testimony. Your visual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is my turn at the podium. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of cats that's gonna listen to this and be, they're gonna feel it. I made this for the cats in prison. I mean, I made it for my, for my fans, but I wanted the dudes in prison to really, vibe to this. And I get a lot of feedback. A lot of my homeboys still call me from prison, and they like, man, you did that, man, you walked out and you did that. But when they hear it, when I play it for them over the phone, they like, I remember when you wrote that.
Yeah.
That's my feeling. That's my good feeling from this, is because, I kept it real, so as real as I could keep it. But as far as the content of the album, man, it's some cool shit on there. It's a song called "She Knows She Bad" on there. It's about a female. But it's some deep songs on there. It's a song on the album called "Where Do We Go From Here" with me, Suge, and Otis. And this is a testimony to where I came from. The shit that I've been through. This whole album is. Life of a Criminal was what I was doing then, all the hustling in the street shit. But this is a culmination of everything that I've been through in my whole life in this album.
Yeah. There needs to be a fucking documentary or a movie, a book.
Yeah, we are. That's next. I'm dealing with a guy named Christopher Ellis from Caesar Films. Probably one of the hardest young filmmakers out there. He just happens to be a family member, and he believe in this vision that I got, this chaos thing. And we finna do this documentary where he get to interview everybody that had something to do with me, from Ant Banks to Dwayne Upshaw to probably even Barry Weiss from Jive. A lot of people that I dealt with over the years, my family. You'll get a real good insight on what it was to be me. None of the bullshit. And I'm gonna keep it 100, all the way to the drugs, all the way to the robberies, all the way to the family shit. It ain't gonna be none of that what's that shit unsung. This gonna be some real, some real shit. A motherfucker gonna really get to know who I am by watching this documentary.
I want to ask you too. I want to get more into that, but I want to go back a little ways. One of our people over here, Underground Society, UGS Radio, our brother Six. He is the brother of the late Mike Dream, TDK.
Yeah, that was my boy, man.
Of course, so is John.
That was my boy. That's why I told you to give him my number. Mike Dream was around when I started. Dream was one of my road dogs back then. A lot of my airbrushing and everything that got done back in the days that people see on old, like, Yo MTV raps and all of that shit, that came from Mike Dream. Dream put all that together. That's my boy. When I heard about what happened to him, it sort of like broke my heart, man, because he was a good dude and he was trying to do something good. I can't wait to holler at his little brother, man.
Yeah, they got your number, so they should be calling you. But his visuals were all over the Bay, and a lot of them were political. Tax dollars kill, and stuff like that. And that was his way of speaking. You know what I'm saying? And so shout out to him. Rest in peace, of course.
Yeah, he was a real visual dude.
Brother Six, and of course John. The whole family over there. But when did you meet him? And you know what I'm saying? What was it like connecting with him? Because he already had a big name.
I don't remember the exact date, but Dream came around. I guess it was after we did the Life of a Criminal album, and I was dealing with a cat named Plan B, one of my homeboys named Jesse Hall. He got killed over in Brandy Park, mistaken identity, and him and Dream were hella close. Me, him, Dream, Saphir, all of us was real close. So I met Dream actually through Plan B, and we just became real close. You know what I'm saying? That was like a little family. Dream did all the all the airbrushing and kicking it, and I'm pretty sure everybody's seen a big mural of Plan B overall. I guess it's on 102nd and East 14th. Yeah. If I ever get a chance to go out there and look, that's Mike Dream's work. But Dream was a part of the family back then, man, and he still is. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I heard what happened to him, it broke my heart.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. But you're a huge part of Bay history as well. Whenever I think of Bay Area rap, I don't think of a lot of these new guys. The first people that come to my mind are, of course, you, Banks, Short, Spice. You know what I'm saying? Mac Dre, of course. You guys are really the pioneers that laid the foundation. You know what I'm saying? What's it like knowing that you've influenced so many people over the years?
Man, to be honest with you, I mean, I went to a video shoot, and this tripped me out, man. I always hear that everybody keep yelling legend, and legend just sound old to me. Contributor, okay, I contributed to a lot of stuff, but so far as the music in the Bay Area. But Stevie Joe, and I got up on him when I was in prison. One of my homeboys brought me a CD, and I'm like, who is this dude? I'm listening to this cat, and I knew who Filthy was. You know, Filthy from the Nary. That's where I was. You know, that's one of my stomping grounds, seminary in East Oakland. And I heard Filthy, so of course I was vibing on 50. But then I heard this cat Stevie Joe. He had a very distinct voice, man, and he was grimy as hell. And I got to meet him at the Yuck Mouth video, and the first thing he said, I said, bro, let me take a picture with you so I can send it to my homeboy. He love you. He was like, man, you get anything you want, bro. I mean, dude, you started this. And it tripped me out. I mean, I ain't no big-headed ass dude when it comes to music. Like I said,
well, you're real
I
humble.
do this shit because I love it. Yeah, I do this because I love it. I do it because I love poetry. But when you got a youngster, and a hot youngster, this cat is hot out here. You know what I'm saying? And he like, man, you started this. That felt kind of, it felt weird. But on that same note, when I called him, when I hit him, he gave me his number. When I called him, Stevie Joe online, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? It feel good to be able to, to vibe with the younger dudes right now. You know what I'm saying? From Yuck, even though Yuck around my generation too, he come from the generation right after me. But that's my boy. Stevie Joe, my boy. Me and Filthy, we ain't had a chance to sit down yet, but I plan on talking to him too. It feel a lot of these dudes still, I said it on one of the songs. It's 20 years later, and I mean, for me to walk out of, the prison and get the love that I'm getting from the youngsters, man, that's a blessing.
Yeah. I always wanted, I always wondered, you did 13. Was there ever a chance? Did you ever think about putting something out? You know what I'm saying, from behind the walls, like X-Rated has done?
Nah, I could have, because I'm gonna keep it 100. Cell phones run rampant in prison. It wouldn't have been hard, but at that point in time, I wasn't in the right mind. I had to find a certain place to where I lost my mom while I was in prison. I lost my dad. All kind of shit happened. So my mind wasn't there right then. I was still writing. I never quit writing. But as so far as going, getting on the phone and trusting somebody with my music, nah. I never thought about doing it. I just decided I'd do it when I came home. I just got blessed for Banks to be sitting right there like, come on, and he ain't done nothing with nobody.
I know. I've been
Banks
trying to get him on the show, man. He won't even respond to me.
He's a real private person now, bruh. He's been through a lot too. So he's a real private person now. But when he came out, when he told me, look, bro, I got 12 tracks for you. Wow. I got 12 tracks for you. He wouldn't let me, and see, when you listen to the album, he wouldn't let me fall back into a certain area of rap. He wanted me to try new stuff. And I do something one way, and he'd be like, no, come on. We're going to do it this way. And years ago, I'd have been like, I'm doing it this way. But as you get older, you learn to accept, corrective criticism or a different direction. And I really wanted this album to sound like Poohman, but I also wanted it to be updated. I wanted it to sound current.
2014.
Yeah, 2014. So that's my boy. That's like my brother, man. Despite all the bullshit that we done been through, even Short, Fab hooked it up so me and Short could talk. I'm straight with Short. I'm straight with Fab. Fab, my boy. Me and Banks. Me and Banks ain't through. Because y'all got to worry. The whole Bay Area, not just the Bay Area, but the music industry got to worry about this slap boys and this chaos shit now. Because now you're right. It's a lot of us old motherfuckers, if that's what you want to call us, OGs that then hooked up and we said we gonna do this, from Banks to Zeke the politician to Sonny B to even Suge and Otis, if we can get them in. They doing their gospel thing right now, but I love doing music with them type of dudes. So you got a lot of us that then hook back up, and yeah, we're going to deal with a lot of the youngsters out here. So much of Stevie Joe and Burner and all these, because I give a lot of respect to these young dudes out here. I mean, I didn't listen to a lot of them, but the ones that I chose to listen to while I was in prison, I mean, I enjoy their music, from the boy Burner, like I said, Stevie Joe, Filthy Rich. I vibe off of them. Of course, Yuck, that's my boy. You know what I'm saying? But it's finna turn into like a new era. They say history repeats itself. We're gonna see if we can put a foot in the ass of what's going on out here now.
Yeah. You know what I would like to see in the future? Is there a chance of like a Dangerous Crew thing? I mean, where you get everybody from Shorty B to Goldie and Spice. Do you think that could be something possible?
I would love to see it. I would love to see it, but it's a lot of egos, and I would love to see that. I would love to get me, Short, Banks, Shorty B, Hisani. I would love to get us all back together for a Dangerous Music reunion.
Yeah, that'd be tight as hell.
Banks produced the whole fucking
for
thing.
Real.
Yeah, that would be.
I would love to see that happen. I mean, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. We ain't never talked about it, but right now, what me and Banks is focused on is Chaos and Slap Boys. Now, if we can sit down with Short, because Short doing an album right now. Short working on the album right now. Fab is orchestrating it. But if we can sit down with Short and Banks and Shorty B up at I believe Shorty B down in L.A. It ain't hard to get in contact with him. I would love to see a Dangerous Music album. A reunion album with all of us. Come on.
Shorty B's a beast on the fucking guitar. Let's hey, we got the town over there, man. 510. Hey, what's up? Who is it?
510.
Hello?
Yeah, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. This Poohman.
Yeah. How you doing? You're on the show with Poohman. You got any questions for Poohman? Okay,
they ain't even saying nothing for it. Right.
They out of here. Well, let's give him. Hey, Poohman. Let's give him the Let a Beast on. Tell him about this track.
Shit, Let a Beast on was basically me just blowing off. It was me just sitting down and writing. Because everybody used to me having that lackadaisical ass style, but this one was, the track a little angry. This is the next video we getting ready to shoot. I'll be down. We coming back to do this one next, so this is the next single off of the album.
All right, here it is, right here on the Murder Master Music Show, UGS Radio, UGSforlife.com. Hit the line 714-409-0548. Poohman in the building. Yeah, that's what the fuck I'm talking about, man. That's
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Slap. That beat go crazy too.
Yeah, and the album, Chaos Theory, man, you got 14 bangers on here. From what Poohman's telling us, I already know, man, because the two that I have heard so far, shit's on point. So let me bring back on Poohman. Yeah, now when does the Chaos Theory come out again, Poohman?
It come out on the 29th of this month.
Just right around the corner.
Yeah, right around the corner, man. 19 days.
Yeah, 19 days.
Like I said, that right there was me just, I don't know, venting. I mean,
yeah.
But I trip on Banks because that don't sound like an Banks beat.
No.
Everybody got used to hearing a certain style from him. I mean, the boy didn't. Y'all got to hear the rest of the album because, like I said, this song's on there like, where do we go from here? It's more, it's political, but it's, it's more teaching. You know what I'm saying? But it's with me, Suge, and Otis. And, I mean, not tooting my own horn, but I love this album. I mean, I love Life of a Criminal, but this probably my favorite work, man. I got to have fun on this. It was like going back then. When I went to go do Life of a Criminal, this was like going in the studio with him now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's reminiscent of how we did Life of a Criminal.
So it felt good to make this album, so you were able to put out some good music. That's always good, man. I can't wait to hear it myself.
Yeah. I mean, look, I work out every day, man. Because when I came home, I gained like 20 pounds. When I came home, I was 20 pounds lighter than what I am. So now I work out every morning. I listen, and I know dudes be like, I don't listen to myself. I've never listened to myself after I did an album except for with this one. That's my workout music. I play this album every morning to work out to.
Wow.
So, Let It Be Stone. I mean, I'll say when you get a dose of the whole album and you kick back and you blowing your blunt and you lay back and you listen to it, just listen to it. This ain't something you're going to have to say, I want to hear this song over. Nah, I don't want to hear that one. I really don't believe people are going to do that because the whole album is, from beginning to end, is just me venting and speaking on, even some up-to-date shit that, we really need to talk about. Where do we go from here is basically about all the killing and stuff that's going on. I mean, so much as the police killings and everything, and in California and up in Trenton, New Jersey. I'm on a lot of stuff on this album. I'm all over the place, but that's why we call it Chaos Theory.
It's crazy. Shout out to Trenton, New Jersey, because DJ Ready, Ghetto Boys. He's always on the show. Shout out to First Fam Radio, Trenton, New Jersey. You got people over there in Trenton?
Nah, but me, I'm a Panther baby, man. I was born and raised, I went to school at the Panther School in East Oakland as a kid, and I've always been into the politics of certain things. But while I was locked up, I watched a lot of killing go on, from the Oscar Grant to the Trayvon Martin to even with the Lavelle Mixon thing, and I mean everything. And when you locked up and you see in your town or your people go through a certain struggle all at the same time, all across the country. If you get a chance, there's a website I was reading, and it said every 28 hours in the United States, a black man, woman, or child is gunned down by law enforcement somewhere in this country. Every 28 hours.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of things, that people didn't talk about, people won't talk about, like Kelly Thomas, the homeless dude who got beat to death up in L.A. by two officers. Trayvon Martin, of course, Oscar Grant, of course, but it's a lot to go on, and when I did Where Do We Go From Here, I'm talking to the kids, I'm talking to the youngsters, I'm talking to their mothers, I'm talking to their grandmothers. I mean, you wouldn't believe it would come from me, but, I'm 43 now, and I mean, so much is me just coming out and doing an album without being responsible and doing a song like this. I would have felt kind of fucked up after I did the album and I didn't do something, at least that, that song. But it's a couple of songs in there. I mean, I got a feeling y'all going to enjoy the whole album.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and we're honored to be able to debut this, and also we're honored to be the first interview since, like, what, 01 you said?
It's probably since 2000, man.
Wow.
It's been about 2000 that I did an interview with anybody.
Man, thank you for choosing our show to come on, and we appreciate the fuck out of that, and it's good to see you here with a new album, working with Banks. I mean, you guys, in the 90s, you guys made phenomenal music. You know what I mean? All these years later, it's like you guys haven't lost a step. Yeah, you haven't lost a step together. What about Spice One? Did you get a chance to talk to him, or?
Yeah, me and Spice, I ran into Spice in the airport. When I had first got out of prison, I ran into him in the airport. My next project is a project I'm doing with the whole Chaos Boys family, the Chaos family, which is Pooh Dollar, Marco, Young Reg, Young Duty, and I'm gonna have some other artists like Yug, Burner, everybody I can get to come on with these youngsters and me, because the Chaos Boys, that's the next project. But I will be working with Spice. Me and him talk all the time. He gonna make sure me and him gonna make sure we do something together.
Oh yeah.
Of course, me and Yug. Of course, I'm trying to talk to all of the youngsters. I'm trying to deal with a lot of these young dudes out here, especially Stevie Joe, especially Filthy, especially Jay Stylins, everybody. I'm supposed to have fun.
Yeah.
This right here, I love doing this. It's about the bread. Don't get it wrong. I do this for a living. I do this, to pay tuition and, to pay house notes and that type of shit. But I also, one of the main things I do it is for the response to when somebody listening to something and they say, I feel you. I feel that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thought they was going to get Out to the Bitches on this album. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to do something different, and with this Chaos Boy Theory, with Chaos Theory and the Chaos Boy album, you'll see a lot of change in so much as the music, because it's a lot of young producers out here, man. It won't only be Ant Banks, it won't only be Zeke the Politician. I got a young dude from out of Vegas. He's actually my cousin named Deuce. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of producers out here that I plan on dealing with. Doc Holliday up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, he's submitting some songs. It's going to be fun, man. I'm just going to enjoy it.
Well, we got another 510. Let's see who this is. 510, what's up? Murder Master Music Show. Yeah, you there?
Hello?
Yeah, how you doing? You're on the Murder
Hello?
Master Music Show. And Poohman's on with us.
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right.
I was born and raised in Oakland. I'm just saying I'm happy that you're back, and I love the Mesmerize album and everything. And I also remember you in Menace to Society.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, do you see yourself acting in the future?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I got contacted by the Hughes Brothers about a month ago.
Okay.
And that looks like it's actually going to happen. So, yeah, I see myself acting. I have fun acting. Even though I changed half of the lines in Menace to Society, nothing I said in Menace was supposed to be said.
Okay.
I changed everything. Because they had me talking square. But, yeah, I want to go back into acting. So the Hughes Brothers are giving me a chance to do that.
Good. Because I always listened to you when I was a kid. I'm 35, so I was listening to you like 9, 10. So I wanted to ask you one more question. Yeah. So I wanted to ask you one more question. What hip-hop albums did you grow up listening to, and did you have any artists that influenced you? Or
Too Short. Everybody would trip on that. But Short was my mentor. Despite everything me and old boy went through, I respect him. I listen to his music. I listen to Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. But, if I'm speaking on who really put me into this rap game, who really made me want to get into it, it was Short.
Okay. Okay.
I appreciate it. Good questions.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you for calling in.
Oh, thank you. It was a pleasure, and keep up the good work.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Bye.
And you know, you was on the Juice soundtrack, which, you know, Juice was a huge fucking movie. I mean, it got you a plaque. What was it like? Or what is it like to have been on that soundtrack, man? It's considered one of the best rap soundtracks of all time.
Well, I mean, I look, the song "Sex, Money, and Murder," man. It was a lady. Her name is Kathy Nelson. She works for MCA Records now, or somewhere out there. She was working for Jive at that moment, and she came to the studio while I was recording the album, and she was like, "I want this song. I want this song. I gotta have this song. It's a movie we're doing. We're doing a soundtrack for. I got to have this song." And I was like, "She want my song for a soundtrack?" And I'm like, "Man, I want to put this on the album." So we made a deal with them. They could use it on that, but I'm still gonna use it on my album.
Yeah.
And when I thought it was just gonna be on the album, I didn't think they was gonna use it in the movie.
Yeah.
So when they, but I love the whole Juice soundtrack, man. That right there. When I got that plaque, I mean, walking in the house with and handing it to my mother. It's on my wall now. But when I walked in and handed it to my mom, that was probably one of the best feelings. I mean, I'm a street cat. You never expect a street cat to get no platinum plaque off of nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect that. And yeah, so it feel good. It felt real good. It still feel good today. That if you do you know the story about that song?
No.
We let it hear it.
Do the research on it. When we get off the phone, go to YouTube and push in "Sex, Money, and Murder," and you'll be surprised. I won't talk about it on the show, but I did it a couple of weeks ago, and it surprised me.
Wow.
It's some big things happened back east in regards to that song.
I mean, because a lot of rap songs have been involved in influencing murder and this and that. Was it something on that level, or was it?
Yeah.
Shit, I'm getting on it right now.
Man, it's some stuff.
I just used to bump it back in the day.
Yeah, some dudes took it and made it the name of their crew. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Blew my mind, man, and I was like, I was like, man, is this serious? But then when I watched the whole documentary, sort of like blew my mind. But one good thing came out. Before my mom passed away, she got to see me get my gold and my platinum. I mean, that was probably the best thing I could have did. At least she was alive while I did it.
Yeah, I mean, that puts you in the likes of people like B.B. King and, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers that got those plaques for real. Mm-hmm. You're one of them dudes that got those plaques for real. What was the platinum one for? Was that for the
platinum one? The platinum one is for Juice.
For Juice, yeah.
The gold one, I believe. The gold one, I believe, is for Short's album.
Shorty the Pimp, right?
Yeah, that's for Shorty the Pimp.
Yeah. Man, that Posse song you guys did, I mean, you had Rap-A-Lot doing Posse songs, you know what I'm saying, real hard stuff. Yeah, something to ride to, man. That was crazy because it was a funk Posse song. You know, it wasn't like the other ones. I mean, anything just went on forever, man. That motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, is a classic.
They called me, man. I was in Oakland, and they was at Al Eaton's over in Richmond. And they was like, come to the studio right now. We need 16 from you. So I'm like, huh? They was like, we need 16 from you right now. Come to the studio in Richmond. So I drove out to the studio in Richmond, and I actually sat in the car and wrote the 16 and went in. And when we laid it, we actually thought about doing a video to it. We actually, thought about doing a video to it, but we'd had to go back in and clean out all the curse words and everything, and everybody was like, you'll kill the song. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. And that's one of my favorite songs, man. I mean, something to ride to. I mean, I had fun with Dangerous. I know a lot of people trip on the beef that we had, but if it wasn't for Dangerous, and me hooking up with Short, I would never got the exposure that I got. You know, I got to be on the underground tour with Ice Cube and Luke Skywalker and Scarface. That's where I met Face at.
That's crazy.
I got a lot of exposure. So
yeah, that's crazy.
I have a lot of respect for Short. That's my boy, man. I mean, like I said, we done been through hell, but if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have the status that I have. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have I wouldn't have been able to walk out of prison and jump right back off into this because I wouldn't have the following that I have.
I want to ask you this, Poohman. When Goldie was on the show, this was almost a couple of years ago now, he was talking about a show that he did with Banks and Short and Scarface in Chicago, and the crowd wouldn't let them leave. Were you at that show, or was that after you guys had departed? You were there.
Yeah, I was. They were in. I wasn't with them no more. But I have family in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's an hour away, 45 minutes away. And I was up in Wisconsin, and we went, and the crowd went berserk. When they got ready to get off stage, they felt the show was too short. You know what I'm saying? They wanted them to perform, man. And, Short got that a lot of places. I mean, the Dangerous Crew was what Suge and them became later on. The Dangerous Crew laid the foundation for a lot of these people, man, a lot of these companies that came after them. But Short, man, you wouldn't believe, man, I done seen Short walk on stage and the whole crowd try to bum rush. We was in Indianapolis, and they was rocking the stage. Somebody stole his Nike. He was playing in the front of the stage and put his foot out there playing, and a girl snatched his Nike off his foot and ran with it.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, the boy got a hell of a following, man.
Yeah, definitely. So you guys have traveled all over with him.
Yeah, that was my first big tour. You know what I'm saying? The underground tour. I mean, if you ain't like 30, 35, 36, you ain't gonna remember the underground tour. You know what I'm saying? But people back then, I mean, rap was a big thing back then. I mean, being on stage, and I got to go on stage with. I mean, I was a kid. I got to go on stage with Luke Skywalker. Come on, bruh.
Yeah,
there's certain things I never forget.
That dude sold records out of his house. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
His mom's house. Yeah, I mean they went gold off.
Luke was the epitome of the
album.
of the independent label. He laid the blueprint for that. Him and Tag Team. Okay, I can take you. What was the dudes Tag Team back again? Them dudes, they laid the blueprint for the indie label, man.
Well, you guys did too on the West Coast. You guys definitely. While Macola was doing their thing with the dudes in L.A., Ice-T and Bobby, Jimmy, even 2 Live Crew was with Macola. But you guys, you were doing your thing in the Bay Area. When was the first time you heard Too Short, and how old were you?
Me?
Yeah.
Man, you got to think. I was born and raised in the 69th Village in Oakland. I heard first place I ever seen Short rap was at a house party on Harmon, right off of Seminary in East Oakland. And Short really used to rock house parties. He'd go from one house party to the next house party to the next house party because they wanted him there. You know what I'm saying? I seen Short when I was probably like about 10 years old at a house party on Harmon. Probably on Harmon. That was probably the first place I ever seen him rap.
Wow. And he wasn't much older than you, was he?
Yeah, Short. He was a little bit older than me, but I mean, I knew after he came out with Girl and all of that is when I really started just saying, okay, I want to do this. So I was doing dirt, like everybody else. I was out there hustling. So I took my money, and me and my cousin Bruce took part of his money, and we put it in behind. We said, forget it, let's do it. So, me, Bruce, and us, we followed that blueprint. And I remember one time at Mel's Bowl when we had finished the album, We just finished the album. We just finished Life of a Criminal. And we put it in for short at Mel's Bold, and he tried to sign me right then.
Wow.
He tried to get me to sign with him right then. My cousin was like, "Nah, we doing this independent." And you know, we had a lot of success independent because we started. You know, we didn't know what we were doing, so we went through Jason Blaine over at In a Minute and Walter over at City Hall. We was, you know, for independent distribution, and the album blew up. I went out with a dude named Aubrey Taylor. He passed away now, and he was an independent promoter. And when I came back, I mean, Life of a Criminal had blew up. I would have never, I didn't expect it.
Yeah, and it blew up everywhere, yeah, all over the world. You know.
Yeah, I trip now because I have a guy, he's one of my homeboys on Facebook, and I call him my homeboy because this guy's in Taiwan.
Yeah.
And he sent me some pictures, man, of some old Poohman T-shirts, and they rocking them over there like they brand new. I just ordered some T-shirts. I'm gonna send them. As soon as I get them, I'm sending him some, man. So you can have the new ones, because they rocking old Poohman T-shirts over there. And I'm gonna send him some of the new ones,
crazy.
man. But it blew my mind that I was known that far. Taiwan.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, all over the world. I mean, you got to think, man. You know, even before Jive, we got more 510, of course. Let's bring on this one, 510. You're on with Poohman.
What's going on?
How you doing?
What's happening, bro?
Shit, nothing, man. This is Christopher Ellis from Caesar Films. What's up, Pooh?
That was the boss right there. We was just talking about you, bro.
What's up with it, man?
Yeah, okay, for everybody, for the brothers, that's the guy who did the video. That's the director. That's the brain behind the Mesmerized video. That's Cuzzo right there.
Man, you know?
Yeah, and
honored to have you on the show, man. Welcome to the Murder Master Music Show, homie.
Thank you, man. I've been listening. I've been chiming in. You know, Pooh just said some stuff I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? I never knew about the Man Bowling Alley little thing. I never knew about that.
Yeah, that's short wanted to sign me in, man, and I wouldn't. Okay. Bruce wouldn't let me. But that's for everybody who listening to this. See, this is the guy who actually, that, you know, I came up with some of the stuff for the video, but this was the one who did all the editing and getting everything right for it. And I'm fit to come out there and do the Let a Beast On video within the next 3 weeks. We're gonna come out there and we're gonna do that. But this is the only the only person y'all will see doing any videos for me. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I mean, that's my man when it comes to doing that.
So
yeah,
I appreciate
you captured the visual, the Mesmerized video. I mean, you really got a good visual. We're gonna play that song in a minute. What was it like directing, you know, Poohman and Banks, and how long have you known them?
Oh man, I've been following Pooh for years and years and years, and we hooked up recently through family. You know, we both have the same fam. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird how small the Bay Area is. It's like you just never know who related to who. But you know, we basically related. You know what I'm saying?
That's Cuzzo.
Yeah, that's Cuzzo. You know, so when he hit me up about doing the video, I was just humbled. You know what I'm saying? You know, listening to him, listening to Banks, the Dangerous Music Crew, all those years. I'm from East Oakland myself, so I already know what it is when it comes to the history of that and what they did for West Coast hip hop, and they just pretty much putting Bay Area on the map. Everybody want to say, you know, it was Hammer, but it really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? They came way before that. That's what people got to know. Way before Too Legit to Quit was these dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On some underground shit. And everybody knew it. Everybody knew it, and everybody knew them, that they was running things. So I was just humbled that he had called me to do the video, man. You know, like I said, it was a blessing, and it just made me realize how long and just precious time in life is. You know what I'm saying? You would never assume that you'd be working with somebody that's a legend in hip hop. You would never think it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like I work with a ton of artists, you know, local, you know, some of them semi out there, but Poohman is a legend. It's a difference. You know
I feel you on that, man.
So when he calls you about a video, it ain't just like anybody calling. It's like, oh shit.
This is the Mr. fucking with Dank. You know that I feel you. I'm managing Gangster Nip right now, so it's amazing.
And that's my boy.
It's amazing to be fucking with dude. How do you know Nip? Did you do any shows with him back in the day, or?
Yeah, Facing them called me to Texas one time, and it was a Jamaican club in Texas. They wanted me to do a show at. Face actually called me, and Nip was the one who they put next to me all that night. Nip was with me the whole time.
The psycho.
That's somebody that you know how you run across somebody in your past that stick. I got a lot of love for Nip, and I ain't saying it because you his manager, man. That's my boy. He showed me a good time.
Nip,
he showed me a good time in Texas. That's my boy, man.
Real humble dude. Well, hey, let's get off into this Mesmerized track. The video's online right now, directed by, say your name again?
Christopher Ellis from Caesar Films.
Christopher Ellis from Caesar Films, Mesmerized, featuring Ant Banks, and I take it he produced the track as well, right, Poohman?
Yeah, Banks produced the track. Banks did 12 tracks on this album, man.
12 tracks. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Well, here we go, Mesmerized. You know what I'm saying? Check this out right here on Murder Master Music Show. We'll get to some callers right after this.
UGF for life, bitches.
Pimp slick spitting game, tripping bitches with my pimp stick. Get this stick, bitch, to ditch this lane. My sin. It would be blasphemy not to go get the cash for me. So pucker up for this pimpin' and switch your pretty ass for me. If you got half of me, after would be a tragedy. Fast, you can actually see the Mac in me. Fixin' to get her ass slapped with a daiquiri by Poohman and badass Samson. Yeah. That's right. To my eyes. Look at me, baby. You know. Swing it. Make it burn. Bag it up. Satisfied. What they know? Who would it do? If I can make them giggle, I can make them wiggle. You know. Badass bitches with your boy in the middle. Good Lord, Beezy. Like killers. To the left of a thong, she rebelling from a daddy. Just wanna make me happy, wanna jump on and ride this big black caddy. With that little round ass girl, twerk that shit. Later on tonight, I'll be like, bitch, twerk that day. I'ma beat it from the back and let her know that I'm there. Like every other stroke, I got a gas in the air. Got a screamer like the tweeters on your speaker. While the Dake man dig deeper and deeper. Yeah. That's right. To my eyes. Look at me, baby. You know. Swing it. Bag it up. Hey, fool, look at little mommy right there. Now look, little mama, you got ass for show. But what's a whole lot of ass without a whole lot of dough? You can't sit at the table and expect to eat. Baby. No pay, no play. I got an image to keep. I know you're mesmerized, baby, by the diamonds and cars. Once you get a little wet over the vocals and bars. See, I'm an entrepreneur. Money over coochie. Bring something to the table if you want to wear the Gucci. Up your hustle, baby. Whether it's school or the pole. I don't want your pussy, I want your mind and your soul. It's paper, baby. Paper, baby. Chase like a greyhound. Wear them heels off your shoes, for it's time for you to lay down. You wanna burn this? You gotta earn this. Otherwise, I ain't concerned with shit. See, it's my world, mine, but it's all on you. And together we can make this shit do what it do. We are. That's right. To my eyes. Look at me, baby. You know. Swing it, girl. Bag it up, bag it up. That's right. Swing that shit for me. Come on, bag it up. Swing it for me. Yeah. Bag it up. Swing it, baby. Bag it up. Swing it. Yeah. That's right. Bag it up. Swing it for me. Yeah. Bag it up. Swing it, baby. Bag it up. Swing it. Yeah. Ooh-wee.
Yeah, that's that fucking Banks, Poohman funk right there.
That classic shit, Prez. It's so refreshing to hear when you hear new music from the guys we grew up with some new tight shit that ain't trying to sound like none of this other bullshit that we mostly be hearing. It's so refreshing to hear shit like that. That motherfuckers sticking to the script with shit that's relevant and bumping just as hard as anything else. I don't know why motherfuckers ain't jumping on this shit just yet, but keep rocking this shit though.
Well, I want to shout out Sickness. I believe DX. They always support us as well for doing story. You know what I'm saying, on the video. You know what I'm saying. Shout out to them definitely. What's it like though, Poohman? You know, to come out the pen and put out a video, and then next thing you're on one of the biggest rap sites, you know, or a few of them. That's gotta be uplifting.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, man, I mean, I didn't expect it to take off like it did. I mean, the video been on YouTube for like 4 days, and it's like 120 away from 3,000 hits, and I mean, a lot of people been getting at me, you know, and for me to come on your show, and then I did my research on your show, your show too, and it tripped me out. I mean, your following and how long you've been in the game, and that was a blessing. I mean, this interview was a blessing. I mean, it's a lot of dudes who've been getting at me about doing interviews, and like I said, I mean, all of this is a blessing. I didn't expect this response. I mean, even the orders on the album and the order on the singles and everything, I didn't expect none of this. But I did expect people to vibe to the music because it was old school, but it had a new school flavor to it. Banks, he put his all into this. You know, me and him sat down and we said we was gonna make something relevant, and that's what we worked towards. And even though he put me through hell recording it, man, y'all just don't know. I'm stubborn as hell, and for him to get me to change as much as he did, I mean, I had a powerful, dude sitting in the studio with me was like, nah, we ain't gonna do it that way. So the response I'm getting from you guys and the response that I'm getting from iTunes and everybody else is, really due to that cat. Banks put his all into this, and a lot of the accolades, I mean, actually go to that brother because he made me step out of my comfort zone. I mean, everybody hearing it, but when you hear the whole album, it's gonna shock a lot of people.
And Banks,
I mean,
if
you
you're
guys
listening, man, come on the show.
Get the response I'm getting from y'all, man, right now. Like I said, that's a blessing.
Yeah, and it's an honor to have you on the show because our whole mission here is, you know what I'm saying, this is the place where the legends and the pioneers don't die. We try to preserve this shit. And when you guys put out new music, we want to shed light on it, man. We don't want to be one of these companies that sweep it under the rug. And, like when we had MC8 on the show, he put down his EP, what was it, like last year. The fucking thing was just as good as We Come Strapped. So people need to know that you guys are making music. Especially you, though, being your story is crazy, Pooh, because, I mean, you've been down for so long. You come out the pen, and here you are with the album within, a little less than half a year. It's just...
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to sit down, man. I had some, my foundation and my team, the Chaos team, from Jay Marie to my wife to everybody. They put a lot of work in on this, and they so much is getting me where I need to be. From the videos to like Christopher Ellis. There's a lot of people that's behind this, man. I mean, bottom line is, I'm 43 now, and I ain't 23, and all this running around. I mean, it could be taxing, but since I hit the gates, man, I mean, I have one focus, and my focus really, I mean, what I'm doing now, I'm doing for my kids and my family. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm doing this so that they got something whenever I go. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, every day ain't promised. And all my time in prison, that's all I did was sit down and write. And I tried to write things that were not only relevant, but conscious. See, you getting everybody hearing the Mesmerize, which is some slapping ass street shit, and everybody hearing the Let a Beast Known, which is just me acting an ass, but it's other things on this album, like I said, that's going to really catch a lot of people off guard. You know, I can't wait for y'all to hear it. I can't wait for y'all to hear the whole album.
Oh, hell yeah. We want to debut some more tracks, for sure. You know, in the future.
Oh, well, me and you would talk. I'll give you a call, and right before the album come out, I'll give you a couple of tracks a couple of days before the album come out, so you have them. And you can play them a couple of days before the album come out. I'll hit you with them.
Oh yeah. Well, have you come back on again, man, and let the people know. Come on and promote the album, and you know, that's what's up.
Yeah,
man.
For sure. But I'll make sure you get a couple of tracks beforehand.
I appreciate that. I want to ask you this. I'm going to let another caller come on. When you were in San Quentin, or when you were locked up, did you do all your time in San Quentin, or they move you around a bit?
Nah, man, I did. I was in 9 different prisons. I never got to stay in one place too long. I mean, you were talking about, you know, people remembering the lyrics when you were writing the lyrics and stuff. Did you meet a lot of talented people? Yeah. I mean, I'll put it like this, Kay. You hear all these dudes out here. No offense, but it's dudes in prison that'll eat their ass alive. It's a dude named Rashid Zinneman. They call him Sheed. This boy, he's a lifer. He caught a murder case, but this was one of the rawest lyricists, writing dudes I've ever heard in my life. Another little young cat named E.T., one of the rawest dudes I ever heard. It's a lot of talent in prison, man, and it's a shame that, I mean, you know, the laws are like they is right now because, I mean, you got so much talent in there, man, that it's just going to waste away.
Yeah.
You know, but, yeah, I met a lot of real talented dudes. I was locked up with Forte for a while when I first started. You know, Forte, I ran into JD from the Lynch Mob. I ran into a lot of dudes.
Wow. How's JD holding up?
He good. He's still writing, and he still spit.
Yeah.
Still spit.
Well, I'm glad you're back home, man. You know, let's let another caller on, another 510. Got the whole fucking Oakland up in this bitch. Hey, who is this? You're on the Murder Man's Music Show. Got Poohman on here.
Oakland all day long. I just wanted to call in and say that I love the video. I'm glad to see you home. I'm proud that you back on top.
Cut it out. Y'all know who that is? Hey, for everybody to know, that's my baby. That's my oldest daughter. I know that voice anywhere.
How you doing?
Hey, that's my oldest daughter right there.
I'm good. Yourself?
Daughter. Yeah,
wow. I just wanted to call in because I'm so proud that, you know, that you back on top. You know, I just had to call in and give you a shout-out. You way out there and I'm way out here, so I just wanted to call in and let it be known that we proud that you back on top.
Oh,
yeah, thank you, baby. Yeah, that's my oldest daughter.
Hey, that's what's up. I appreciate you calling in. That's a proud daughter right there.
I mean, everything I do for them, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Man, I mean, since I came home, it's like this, man. My main focus, besides this music, is them. I mean, I wouldn't be doing this for any other reason. I mean, I enjoy writing and everything, but to dive back off into this chaos that we call the music industry, man, I enjoy doing this for them. You know, and that's part of my team too. They help promote their dad. They go out, they put together, you know, going to hand out, you know, whatever flyers I need them to do, bringing, you know, making sure, you know, they get the cars here for the video, and I mean, I have a very strong foundation, man.
Yeah, and that's important too. Hey, thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
Man, that's the first here at the Murder Man's Music Show. Never had a daughter calling before, but that's huge. That's huge. Let's see who else we got here. Another 510. Yeah, 510. What's up?
510.
Hello?
Yeah, how
you
doing?
live on the Murder Master Music Show with Poohman.
You got questions? All right. Apparently a little bit shy. Yo, if this was our other show, KFYB, we'd be hitting them sound effects boards right now. But let's bring on. Let's see. Here we go. We got another one. 510. How you doing? Yeah, you're on the Murder Master Music Show. How you doing?
I guess we getting a lot of dead lines tonight, man.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of dead lines. People, hey, if you guys don't want to talk, don't press number 1. It gives you the option not to press number 1. But we're about ready to get up out of here. I'm gonna play. We gotta go out with fucking with Dank. I mean, it's the only way. That's the only fucking way. But Poohman, it's been a huge honor. We got the new album Chaos Theory that's coming out. When again? July 29th.
Come on, July 29th. I hit you a couple of days before the show so I can get you some of the tracks off of it, man.
Dope. You gonna have hard copies too?
Yeah, we're doing that right now. I should have them by the time I get in contact with you.
Got the hard copies, got the T-shirts popping, getting ready to pop. More videos coming. It's crazy. Glad to see you out, and again, thanks for coming on our show. It's an honor to meet you.
Oh yeah. Just remind everybody to go.
2000.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just remind everybody to go to iTunes and snatch up that Mesmerize single, man. The album will be out. You can go listen and pre-order it right now on iTunes and Rhapsody and all that. But I appreciate coming on tonight, man. I appreciate all the feedback I'm getting from the album, and I see you. Hopefully I'll be back on, to come promote the album before the 29th.
Oh, definitely. And if cats want to get into for verse or for shows, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
My email, infinite.chaos510@gmail.com.
infinite.chaos510@gmail.com. You heard that?
Yeah.
And check at our site, ugsforlife.com. When the album drops, we'll make sure to get it up there.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll make sure you got it.
Definitely. And thanks again for coming on, Poohman. Appreciate you, brother.
Okay. Nah, thank y'all, man.
Here we go. Hell of a show.
Hell yeah.
Definitely want to shout out Poohman. First interview since 2000, only on UGS Radio.
Another legend for the archive.
Yeah, another one, man. Number 135. Tomorrow night we got episode 96 of KFYB, 5 p.m. Central. Sunday we got a episode of Core, me and Skinny doing kind of like nostalgia, like what you guys did. It's called Then and Now. We're just going to be comparing different things from back then to what the world is like today. From the 80s, late 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s to now. Just discussing, different things. And then Tuesday, Underground Classics. July 18th, we got a new show debuting, the Slaughter Hour. Scratch LDP throwing down a mixed show for us.
Slaughter Hour on the
It's looking real good. Go right now to UGSforlife.com. We got the T-shirts. We got the black T-shirts available. Drop down menu. Get you get you a T-shirt. Shout out to the homie Emo. Shout out to everybody supporting the T-shirts. JT Money, DOC. Also, man, we got a lot of shit coming up.
Busy.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna have hats coming real soon. You want to get UGS for Life hat. We're also gonna probably put out some more music, maybe a mixtape. We'll see. If these fools can get some music, we can get some type of budget. We'll do the mixtape thing or the album thing. But until then, you'll be on the lookout. Gangster Dip's got an interview. Actually, he's got one tomorrow. So we don't want to tell you guys what it is yet, but I'll put it this way: it's a newspaper publication, and it's huge. So be looking out for that. But Saturday, from 1 to 2 p.m. Central, he's going to be on Spotlight Radio for a live in studio interview out there in Houston, Texas. So be on the lookout for that. A lot of things happening with GangsterNet. UGS is doing a lot of things. Shout out to homie K Reno. He's going overseas. I heard he's going over to UK.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Yeah.
Do some shows over there. Woodpile's in talks with fucking Nat Geo for some type of thing. I don't know if it's a show, a documentary. I don't know what's going on. I talk to Crisis, every once in a while, and Diesel and Critical, and so we got to have them back on the show too.
Yeah.
They said they'll come on the show when they got more to talk about. Well, obviously, that's getting ready to happen soon, so we wish them the best of luck. Everybody down with the family, all the UGS Radio, Velvet,
right.
Six, BG, Skinny, of course yourself. We almost had the opportunity to meet the other day. I caught you at a bad time, though. I just came. I came through the loo, and I was like, man, I got to hit up Mac J, and but of course, Mac J, was putting it down with his gig as always. You're always working, man.
Shit, man.
Always working, but you know what though? That's you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and nothing but respect to you. My hat goes off to you. You're a real dude.
And plus that vacation time coming up soon, cause like I said, when you come back through, I'm gonna make sure we're gonna do something.
Oh yeah,
you just kind of press the time yourself, though. You have to be right back too. So.
Oh yeah.
You just
definitely.
You just come today. I gotta work a double and shit too. You had came any other day, I would have been like, man, I gotta leave early, man.
And that's how I do it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be more. I gotta tell people in advance. But it was a situation. I had an appointment out that way, and it was actually my appointment wasn't for another week, but someone canceled. They're like, we can get you in today. I'm on the road, I'm bumping the Gangsta Nip album, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to call Mac J up, see by chance if I can catch him. I knew you'd probably be at work, though, but it's all good, man. We're gonna be smoking real soon. You know what I'm saying? This weather is crazy. You never know when tornadoes are going to come or when it's going to be a fucking 100 degrees or when it's going to be 80 degrees.
Now that you're saying that, man, the other day, shit, we had, it might have been the day before you came and shit, or maybe a couple days before that, but it was all nice and shit, and then all of a sudden, man, it got dark as fuck, and I'm talking about big-ass pieces of hell coming out the sky.
Yeah,
like fucking
big-ass pieces
golf
of hell.
ball size and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was raining. Like, I've seen it like that before, but I ain't never seen it coming down that hard and that fast. Like, it was like regular rain, but I'm talking about. So I'm like, oh, shit. That's all I'm thinking, tornado and shit. Like, usually that's one of the signs and shit.
I don't mind rain at all, but I don't like that crazy shit. I mean, they're having tornadoes in places that have never had tornadoes, like New York. They had a tornado the other day. Boston.
They were getting knocked out by pieces of hell.
Yeah. LA had a fucking tornado, I think, last year. I mean, this shit, you know what I'm saying, it's getting real crazy. But also I want to say, you got to find Megan Nichols. She's, you know what I'm saying, 15-year-old girl, you know, 5'6", 110 pounds, blonde hair, hazel eyes. She's been missing since last week. Almost right on the dot, 10:30 is the last time she was seen. This time last week, you know what I'm saying, she's got to come home to her family. Hopefully she is all right. We're getting flyers out there. The media ain't doing their jobs, of course.
Right.
I saw a post on her in a big newspaper earlier today. They didn't even have her picture. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? And I sent them the picture, and then they didn't even put the picture up there. So it's a tragedy when our kids, you know, when they go missing, and you're at your most vulnerable time, and you can't even get people that are supposed to be doing their jobs right. You know, think of it if it was your kid, because I know if it was my kid, I'd be going fucking insane. You know,
right?
So,
I can't even imagine.
No, I can't even imagine. It's not my kid, but this is a kid that was at my house, at my daughter's birthday parties. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it is family.
It's still
so
right. You know what I'm saying? Get her home, man.
You know,
shit, hell yeah.
Yeah, and we got to do what we can, every opportunity. That's why I'm reaching out to anybody in the industry. You got any type of outlets, and she's one of many, unfortunately. Every day, a child goes missing in this country. You know, it's just fucking disgusting. But I'm gonna get out of here. We're gonna be back, like I said, tomorrow. KFYB, 5 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. on the West Coast. Shout out to Six.
That's gonna be Saturday though, prayer.
That's Saturday. Yeah, you see, I got my days mixed up. Got my days mixed up again. But, you know, it's okay if you get Alzheimer's at 36.
But then again, if they want to listen to it, right, if they want to listen to it tomorrow, just go to www.ugsforlife.com and just click on one of the episodes, man.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all get all this shit in it. Yeah, anytime y'all want to, any of all the shows. Check them out.
Almost 100 shows in a row. But other than that, thanks for, you know what I'm saying, as always, thanks for being part of the show, Mac. Shout out to Poohman. We are out of this bitch. Get your UGS for Life t-shirt right now, ugsforlife.com. Shout out to Emo. Everybody down with the Underground Society. Free Gangsta Crow. Rest in peace, Matthew. We'll catch you on episode 136. We're out this bitch.
UGS for Life, you bitches.